Welcome to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast with your host Mike and my co-host.
By the way, I don't know why you don't just say Mike and Brad.
Because
why do you?
Because I'm involving you, man. Because I don't want it to just be like, hey, it's Mike, Brad, and Gage. Okay, let's get into it. I'd rather it be like your host Mike, my co-host Brad, or co-host, and then you say your name, and then I go special guest. And then Gage introduces himself, and then
Or you say,
because it's boring.
Mike, Brad, and Gage, and we're like, "What's up, peeps?" We can say something afterwards.
We all have
it doesn't
our own,
have to be.
we
our
all
name.
have our own unique outros.
Yeah, but
Like I say deuces. Deuces.
right, but like it's
Scott
just,
says keep it white.
it just it just seems boring if I'm the one. Nobody wants to hear my voice. Everybody wants to hear your voice and your
Nobody wants
laugh
to hear
track.
my voice. They want to hear me laugh.
Yeah. Because
Also,
your laugh
I will
track.
say, talking about voices, Sam fucking killed me. She goes, I have a face for radio and a voice for silent films. Oh, Sam, I love you.
Oh, Sammy's great.
Okay.
So let's try this again. Thank you for listening to another Thank you for listening to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. I'm your host Mike with my co-host
Brad.
and our special guest.
Gage.
And we also have Chester Omega Barkington in the room with us. So if you hear a dog, it's Gage. So
You're not gonna hear him bark. You're just gonna hear if you can hear that. He's chewing on my arm. So he's just gonna hang out here. We're gonna give him some love this episode versus shooting him out of the room. We're gonna see how it works.
we're not shooting him. We're shooing him out of the room. There's a difference.
I said out of the room. I didn't say behind the barn. They got what I meant.
Old Yeller style.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the red fern grows.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Brad, what are we doing this episode?
I don't know.
Gage, what are we doing this episode?
So we are going over this little test that we've taken and prepared the results for you.
SATs?
Oh, no, I never did those.
Shit. Neither did I.
I actually never did an SAT or an ACT.
I did the PSATs, but didn't do my SATs.
I think my freshman year of high school we had to do the PSATs, but after that I never did another one because I joined the military, so I didn't need an SAT or an ACT or anything.
I was supposed to, but I was too drunk.
This is why we're friends.
Oh,
I don't think anybody knows that until now.
Sorry, Mom.
what about AZT?
ACDC?
All right.
But we took this little test, and it's called Enneagram. And it...
Any old gram?
E.
Uh-huh.
In.
Okay.
In.
Another one?
Yeah. Now you're making me second guess myself. Yeah, ENNEAGRAM.
Ooh.
Enneagram.
Survey says you got it right. All right.
Ding, ding, ding.
But how do you say it?
Enneagram.
Any old gram?
Enneagram.
Graham crackers?
Enneagram.
Bless you.
Gesundheit?
Mazel tov? I really like how we're ending these with questions.
I wish I could break a glass on the ground. Mazel tov.
Or bash it against my skull.
Well, I'd bash it against the desk and then stab you with it.
Okay, that's fair. So Brad, what is this test?
I believe it sees what kind of personalities we are.
Okay. So we all took it. I've taken it before, like a month ago. And so we all took it again. Or they took it for the first time. I took it again. And I got different results. But fairly close. So should we go over the types first? Mm-hmm. And then the results?
So there's 5 types.
Yeah.
Of kind of I guess, category. 5 categories of
A type.
the type of person.
So, should we take turns reading the types? I have them screenshotted so we can just pass around with.
I also have them screenshotted, so I don't need you to pass it around.
Oh, Gage, I could make out with you right now.
I'd prefer you not.
I also not.
Gianna would be mad at you.
Gianna would probably be
Actually,
okay with it.
that's what I'm saying. She probably wouldn't be.
She'd
mad
be like,
at you.
"Oh, you made out with Mike again?
Whoa,
Whoa!" Or she would say, "I knew there was something with you two. There was always that lustfulness between
All right,
us."
so type 1
No, I want to read type
is the considerate helper, a warm and sensitive individual. Ah, the considerate helper. Type 1s are concerned about and sensitive to others people's needs, and often are very warm.
Thank you, Gage.
Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Mike?
Type 2, the competitive achiever or leader, a self-confident and protective individual. Ah, the competitive achiever, otherwise known as the leader. Type 2s are self-reliant, confident, and direct. So,
Oh, looky there, type 3. The intense creative, otherwise known as the romantic. As intensely creative and romantic individuals, type 3s are often warm and perceptive individuals. Compliments are a godsend.
yes, I am.
All right, type 4.
Diabetes.
Gingivitis. Type 4, the adaptive peacemaker, a curious and insightful individual. Ah, the adaptive peacemakers, otherwise known as the observers. These introverted beings are often seen as insightful, curious, and analytical.
Type 5, diabetes. The loyal skeptic.
Local skeptic.
Listen, it could be a local one too, okay? That's not wrong. Type 5, the loyal skeptic, a trustworthy and loyal individual. Ah, the loyal skeptic, otherwise known as the questioner. These are some trustworthy individuals to have in your life.
By the way, I love how mine was the only one that didn't start with ah.
Did it not?
Was it not? let me double check.
It doesn't. It does. It just says as. That's funny. Yeah, thanks.
We'd be an outsider. All right, so who wants to go first to share the results?
Or should we just go over each category, what each one of us got?
I think that's the way to
Okay.
go.
Okay. So type 1s. The considerate helper, a warm and sensitive individual. Brad, what did you get?
It shouldn't be surprising to you guys. A 13.
Good. 13%.
Good God, dude.
Wow.
You are a supervillain.
I answered these truthfully, by the way.
Hold on. Omega, why are you trying to get into Gage's pocket?
Because I got a pocket full of sunshine.
And you want what is all mine? Did you put peanut butter in your pockets?
No, Brad put a roll of quarters in there earlier today. He actually did, though. Dude, that's the... What? Omega's making love to my pocket.
Omega, why are you humping the air?
He's smelling my pocket.
He's smelling licking your pocket while humping the air.
Oh, and then roughly grabs my hand. What a good boy. We raised you right.
Gage, what is your type 1?
I got 50%.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So, no offense, Brad. Yours is not surprising because you are a supervillain. But yours is kind of surprising, Gage.
Why?
The considerate helper?
I help people a lot, but At the same time, some people need to be left to help themselves. I'm not going to help you unless you're willing to help yourself.
Okay. That's fair. Well, I think it's not surprising. I'm at 88%
Okay.
for type 1.
That's like the pure opposite of where I'm at.
I know. We're the same person if you were my supervillain self.
Good.
But
You guys are the opposite of each other. So that I expected that.
right. But I didn't expect yours to be so low
Well, you gotta
compared to
think
mine.
there's 5 fucking categories. I
Right.
make up for it in different ways.
Okay. All right.
I absolutely did not, by the way.
I kind of figured when we took it over dinner and you were like, wow, well, these are some percentages here.
He's something there again. Brad, what is your type 2? The competitive achiever or leader, a self-confident and protective individual.
50%.
I think this is going to surprise you as well. 38%.
Wow. Okay, Brad doesn't surprise me. It does really surprise me with you, Gage, because you, with you serving in the military and you were the leader of your unit.
Competitive leader.
Yeah,
is
but
the thing here.
you always
I lead by example. I show you what you're supposed to do, and then we do it together. I will work with you, and we'll get there. I'm not the person that's running around screaming. Yeah, I'm an alpha male, but I'm not the person that is putting that on everyone else.
Okay. For me, it just seems surprising.
That's why I said I knew it would.
What was the percentage?
38.
Well, Gage and Brad, my percentage for type 2 is also 38%.
Diabetes?
Wrong.
Oh.
Indigestion.
So Gage, you and I are on the same boat on type 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Brad is not. Way to go, Brad.
Outlier once again.
Yep.
Way to be a douche.
All right. So type 3s, the intense creative, otherwise known as the romantic. Brad, what are you?
13 again.
Good
God, boy.
Where do
Wow.
you succeed in this?
He doesn't.
I bet you he's a type 5 overall.
I'm
predicting it now. He's a type 5 overall.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, absolutely. Type 5, screaming eagle. This motherfucker's at 200% type 5.
But it's weird because he's more religious than I am. It's interesting.
Hence the loyal part.
Yeah, but skeptic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so type 3.
We could just pause.
Are you ready? 38% again?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Wow.
I come back.
I did not expect that with you, Gage. I feel like my numbers for that I thought you were in would be closer to mine.
I mean, you also have to think about the thing that makes us the Three Musketeers is we are all...
D'Artagnan. I mean, I'm D'Artagnan.
We are all a piece of each other, but also vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So he being Brad, has scored very low in the top 3 tiers. You've scored fairly high in the top 3 tiers. I have scored moderately in the top 3 types.
Like, Brad and I are the same person. Like, we...
Yeah, but opposites.
Yeah.
Right.
But we are all a piece of each other. Like,
Right.
I have my piece in that puzzle.
Right. I'm just saying, like, Brad and I are the same person. Like, we think alike. Like, when we are texting, we're pretty much having the same conversation with each other. Like, he was like, oh, I already was thinking about doing that. But I just texted him when he was thinking about texting me about stuff, kind of stuff.
No, yeah, I get that.
But with you and I always think we're, like, closer alike in the sense of, like...
we are.
Like, I strive to be you, But with these numbers, I'm like, am I doing better in a way?
Mike, you are a better person than me.
What?
I am the mix between you two.
I call shenanigans.
Bullshit. You are good. He is evil. I'm the fucking love child
He's like the
of
gray
that.
Jedi.
Exactly.
See,
I'm the gray Jedi I'm the normal Jedi with gray morals.
Would you like this to be paused so you can...
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go grab a beer.
Right.
Water.
No. But like, here's my example. I used to be good.
Used to be?
Yeah.
Are you not now?
Ew.
Thanks for solidifying my joke there.
Like, I like to think I am still a good person deep down. I'm not like you, Brad, where you have very evil thoughts. But I also have evil thoughts. I don't go towards those evil thoughts. I may say them out loud just to, make people laugh. But with Gage, I used to be really, like, honorable and morally good, I would say. Like, when I was little, I would, like, hold open doors for...
You still do this.
Right. I used to do it for minutes. I
Yeah,
would see
you experienced life.
No. I'm saying, like, I saw a string of people, even people that, like, from the first to, like, the seventh person walking in, the seventh person's getting out of the car still. I would just hold open the door and
That's
wait.
still within you.
I don't do that anymore. I hold
But
open
it's
doors.
still within you. You just know reality versus real life.
Okay, here's an example.
Or reality versus fiction. What the fuck ever.
Here's an example then. Is all three of us went to Vegas.
Yeah?
As we're walking down the strip, there was a homeless lady that fell down. There was two people in front of us who walked past her. Brad and I walked past her. You're the only one who took your time to help her up, walk her over to a spot where she could sit down.
And then proceeded to be met by a homeless man.
Uh-huh.
Given a beer by him and smoke a joint with him. So,
Yes.
again, I am that balance between good and evil.
Right. I
good
don't
and bad, I
I don't
guess.
have that anymore. Or it's harder for me to just
I call
give a shit.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
nah, this is bullshit. Moving on.
Okay.
I just elbowed your dog in the face.
Well,
And
good.
he
I've
doesn't care.
done
Yeah.
it about 12 times. He's infatuated with me.
So okay, yours was 13%, Brad?
Yeah, this one.
Gage, you were 38%?
38.
I'm 63%.
Saw that coming.
For the intense creative.
Yeah. Saw that 100% coming.
It's interesting. I didn't see that going that way for at least Gage. But I haven't with all these. Brad, you're expected.
At least those two categories, yes.
Okay. Type 4, the adaptive peacemaker, a curious and insightful individual. Brad, what's your percentage?
Fitting again.
Okay.
Good God.
I kind of saw around 50.
50. Yeah.
For that. Since you've had such insight on what my percentages should be for all the ones prior to this, what would you say my type 4 adaptive peacemaker would be?
I would say it's high.
It is. I'm at 88%.
Yeah. I was going to say it was over 63 at least.
Yeah.
Because that seems where the numbers are is either like 13, 38, 63, 88.
Or 50.
Or 50.
Fitty.
Yeah, or 50.
Tree 50.
So yours is 88%. I do see that. Because you do kind of like try to,
I'm the mediator.
make people happy.
But I'm the one
Coming
that's,
to
I see from
realization.
all angles.
Right.
I get the good and the bad, so I can mitigate things and mediate things. I'm gonna kill him.
He's just going to
He
town.
just wants to play. That's all he wants to do.
Omega.
So, Gage, would you like to guess mine? Brad, would you like to guess mine?
I'd say for this one, you're I'd say that 50 to 60 range.
Brad?
I'd say about 55.
38%.
Interesting.
Yeah. But because I also see from all angles
Yeah.
of stuff. Because, I mean, more recently, I've had to be the mediator and peacemaker, but I've always been that. But I'm more consistent, I would say, on my stuff. You guys seem just kind of everywhere.
I wouldn't say
Mine's
everywhere.
been low numbers this entire time.
Yeah, but that's expected from you. So, okay. So, type 5, the loyal skeptic, a trustworthy and loyal individual. Brad, what are you?
What do you think I am?
100%.
Tree fitty?
Tree fitty?
Yeah, tree fitty.
350?
It's
I don't think we can go above 100.
Listen, if there was ever a loyal skeptic, it would be you, and you would absolutely get over 350.
Well, then I'm about to surprise you.
Ooh.
50 again.
Wow.
Pretty, you're dead to the world because everything's just baseline. You hear that? Your heart monitor.
So how many 50s do you have? 3?
350s, 215s.
350s!
350s!
Full circle. It's a circle.
It's like a circle.
It's a circle.
Yeah, 350s, 213s.
Wow. That's a full house.
But you know what though? That does really show. You know what that shows though? And this goes back to an episode with us and Dane. Is that really does add to the depth of your disattachment.
Yeah. Look at that.
You should see a therapist. I've got some names for you. With that being said, so 350s and then what, two 213s? With Mike scoring on the high end of the first few, and me scoring on that middle end of the first few. My last one for, what is it? Loyal
Skeptic.
skeptic.
Or local skeptic.
Loyal. I'm at 75%.
Wow. That's our first 75.
It is the first 75. Because I am loyal, but I'm going to call you on your bullshit.
Okay. I very much see that for you. Because, and I see that for me, I'm going to let you guys guess this one.
For you?
Yeah. What percentage?
Dude, man, you say you see it for you, but at the same time, I also see you, I don't know, I don't see you as a confrontational person.
You're no higher than a 46. If you are, I call shenanigans.
If you're hitting 46, then we got to hit, what is it, 38? What's the actual percentage we've all been getting? 38? Is that it? 38? 38? Yeah.
38% I am.
Like I said, there's no way he could go above 46. There's no way he's even halfway.
Because I don't like confrontation, but then again, I always just try to be the peacemaker and make everybody just satisfied with what they have.
Absolutely.
So, I have 3 38s, 188, and 163. But since I took this twice, the only difference was type 3, I had a 50%, and the other one I had a 63%. Everything else stayed the same. So I'm pretty consistent on that.
I would be interested in the future for Brad and I to take it again, since you were pretty consistent on your scores, but one did change, to see where it goes. For us, I feel like it's not gonna. I think it's gonna be kind of the same.
Yeah.
It stays.
I feel like
fairly.
Brad's is gonna stay pretty much the same. Yours may change a little bit, like mine did.
Yeah. Well, also, I think on things like that for us, it depends on the mood, the day. Omega is making his first appearance on a podcast. Okay. Oh, he actually made it on the podcast. Yeah, good for you.
Well, I gotta say, that test told us stuff we already knew, slash surprised us with a couple of people's results, I would say.
I think it surprised us, but at the same time, we explained it.
Yeah, and it reaffirmed what we already knew about each other and ourselves.
I think
some discussion.
the fact that you were so surprises me, because if you look at the results, I am literally in the middle.
Well, I think Gage, that's mainly because like I wouldn't say I like look up to you, but like I aspire to be like you to better myself.
But you're the good.
And I don't see myself that way.
Everyone else does.
Everybody else does.
Yeah.
I hate to inform you, but
I'm wrong.
Yes.
you're right.
At being wrong.
Okay. Well,
Have you seen Amazon? Good Omen.
Oh yes.
Love Child.
Okay. For the audience, he gestured to Brad and I because we are good and evil, and then he said to himself, "Love Child." Gage pointed to himself and said, "Love Child."
Yeah, that's what this is. I mean, if you think about it, the good, he had a little bit of evil in him because he agreed to work with a demon, and the demon did some good things because he was working with an angel.
Right.
And then there's right in the middle, me making that sound
Please don't ever
all
make that
day,
sound.
every day.
That was impressive to make that sound with your mouth.
I've got some impressive abilities.
Sound like do an impression of a flamingo.
How was that?
Astounding.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think it could have used some work, but that's just me.
Hey. You don't need beer.
Water.
But
It's mine.
but the other test we took another test. We took a love language test, which I've never done before, but apparently you two have.
I didn't remember what my results were, but once I got my results, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
So
Well, that's only because I forget what the 5 love languages are.
well, I'm so glad you brought that up. Here's the love languages. Words of affirmation, acts of service, foiled again, Omega, as you chase the cat,
Back to the pocket.
and humping the air. Stop it. I don't know what your dog is doing.
He's searching for the pussy.
Aren't we all?
Anyway, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So should we guess each other's results?
Why not?
Who should we guess first? Brad?
Yours.
Why mine?
Because we always start with Brad.
Yeah, but he's the guinea pig.
It doesn't matter. We're going to start with yours. Let me see him.
Oh, hold
The
on.
5 types?
No. I didn't memorize them as he said them.
I already know. Come on now.
This is not the one. This is yours.
I
Oh, do I swipe?
nope.
Oh, we're on the webpage. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, we got, our budget got raised a little bit. What's
No, I already know which one I would pick.
And
what's
it's not
new?
that one?
No.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, so obviously, Brad and I are on different pages.
Okay, well, you guys just have to guess.
So, Brad, what are you going with?
I'm going with words of affirmation.
Okay. Meaning that I like to compliment slash...
No, you like to get complimented.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it goes both ways.
No. It's your love language. How you respond to love. You would prefer words of affirmation. I am going with, like, for example, that dress looks incredible on you, Mike. Mike, you always make me laugh. True statement. Mike, I love your hair today.
First of all, I don't wear dresses, so that statement was false. I'm not funny, and so that was false. and my hair always looks like shit. So that's also false. So go
that
on.
means it's his if he just denied everything. But my guess.
I mean, I am a funny guy.
My guess is
Omega, leave Karen alone.
acts of service, because you always do so much for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when somebody does a little something for you, it goes a long way.
So, my results are words of affirmation.
Son of a bitch. But fuck it, no one's perfect.
So, yeah, words of affirmation is mine, and because I
So when I fuck up as a friend, and for like 3 weeks I don't see you, because a few times a year that happens, because I got too much shit going on and quadruple book things. I just need to let you know that, Mike, I love you, man. You mean the world to me,
stop licking your lips.
and I want to suck your dick.
I don't like that.
That means you too, Brad.
So, I actually don't agree with this.
Really?
But because I've taken this like 3-4 times because I had to test out which one would... Hold on.
You take it once, you piece of shit.
No, because I was searching around which test would be best to send the link to you guys.
Gotcha. So you took a few different tests, not the same test multiple times.
Right. This one I took twice, though, because...
Why do you do that?
I took it again because I didn't save the results. So I needed to make sure that I had the results so I can read off of it.
Did you not remember the results?
No, I remember the results.
And what were they last time? Was it different?
No, it was the exact same. So this one, the one I took twice, was the exact same. Then another one I took was the exact same results. Words of affirmation.
Congratulations.
But I don't agree with it.
Well, you're wrong. Obviously. 3 tests.
Yeah, I guess.
If you take 3 pregnancy tests and they all say positive, guess what, bud? You're fucking
Triplets.
pregnant.
Oh.
Triplets.
I wasn't ready for that. It was good. Yeah, so yeah, I could
completely
see
get
it.
I completely get it.
I can
because
see it.
You like to do acts of service for others.
But I don't
That's
like...
the one he likes to do, but he would much rather have somebody talk to him. Listen.
That's fair.
Words of affirmation. He'd rather have that one-on-one talking.
Yeah. Okay, then I do agree. Because I like doing acts of service for others. I don't like acts of service for me. I don't like people doing stuff for me. I'd rather be the person doing stuff for others.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that.
But I do like one-on-ones, and even though I'm better, I get better when there's more people around me. Like my humor increases when I have more people around me, kind of thing.
Well, you have a larger audience to appeal to.
Yeah.
And if you can get 3 people to laugh, those 3 people will make the other 2 laugh. You know what I mean?
Right. But I'm also really great in single conversations with people I care about.
Riveting conversations.
Yeah. Riveting, some would say. Like I do this for a living, doing a podcast. I'm a podcaster.
You're more of a podcaster than I am.
Well, you just need a better name for a podcast than Best Friends Discuss. Like Advice with the Beardo.
I thought you were going to go like...
Sexual advice with the sexual...
Talking with Pidgeotto. Or...
No, it would be Gusted with Pidgeotto.
Gusted. That's good. I enjoy that.
Yeah, it would be a dating service. It'd be swooping your prey with Pidgeotto.
Dude.
Ooh! That is gold.
High five.
Nice.
Nice.
That's on the spot. Love it. Yeah, so I can see it, yeah.
I think you guys won me over with what it is. I mean, other than 3 tests told me the same thing, but whatever.
So Brad and I have a little bit of a surprise for you about our results.
It's the same.
Love you, man.
Yeah, love you too, man.
Do you know what we're doing?
Physical touch, man.
Each other's dicks, man.
Karen, give me a beer. I'll need it.
Here you go.
Thank you. I don't want it. I don't want the beer.
Okay, water for me then. Yeah, so Brad and I, we got the same exact thing. We are physical touch.
Lovers.
I mean, if you want to consider us both physical touch and lovers,
Lovers.
then you're kind of roped into the middle of that one, bud.
That you guys are lovers?
We've all slept in a tent together, so what does that mean?
Yeah, but you slept in middle, so if anything...
You guys slept in the same bed. No pants on this man.
Yeah, that means for you that night, you just gotta... You don't get two because we both know it's not that big.
I was about to say, I didn't want to sleep in the bed. You made me sleep in the bed. And we had one rule gauge.
Are you upset about sleeping in the bed versus on the floor? Truly?
I would have
honestly.
I would have been fine.
Doesn't
on
give
the
a
floor.
shit. Yeah, you would have been fine. But did you appreciate sleeping on the bed more?
You know what? Maybe it was an act of service for you.
Were you cold?
Was I cold?
Yeah.
The that one night that I had a foot to sleep on.
We
a
slept
foot
in the
of
bed twice.
Yeah, one of those nights I didn't have covers over me because you laid on top of the covers.
Well, it's your fault for not being strong enough to pull the covers out from under me.
Or I was being nice and letting you sleep.
Because I passed out, shit-faced? Yeah,
Yeah.
I really would have woke up when you yanked the covers.
I don't know. I was wanting you to sleep.
You don't know me? Oh, this
I
is our
wanted-
second trip together. You know me.
I wanted you
I
to.
read your screenplay on the way.
You've only read 2 of the 4.
3.
Have you? Which
Yeah.
one did you read?
Oh, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, fuck off.
But that's me being a good person, good friend.
Yeah, but you're upset because you sent me those screenplays and I didn't read all of them and give you words of affirmation back.
Full circle.
Full circle, yeah.
I'm leaving. Taking 5 minutes. Gonna go have a smoke. I'll be back. Bullshit.
I love when we outsmart him. It's just great.
Karen, I call my agent. I need somebody else.
The best you got.
The best you got. Give me John Krasinski. Get John Krasinski on the phone.
Can we take a poll?
Give me Heath Ledger.
Can we take a poll on the website or on our Facebook of who's most popular, Dane or I? Please.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way.
Good, let's drop. But wait to do that. We need to drop a couple more episodes with me in it. Just.
He wants to stack the deck.
I do! Because I can't get physical affirmation from a website.
I would be fine with this. We need at least Dane to come back on at least one more time.
Okay, cool. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Alright. Thanks, Karen. Well, I had a good smoke break, and by smoke break, I didn't smoke at all.
And took oxygen for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I breathed.
Sending water.
Nice SpongeBob reference.
That's what I do.
So you guys are physical touches.
Yeah. And it was really funny for that because I felt like the options, they were pretty like mushy gushy, but like completely obvious to me.
Yeah.
It was like blah blah blah. You got a raise that you've been waiting for. What makes you happiest? And it talks about your
You
companion.
come home and she compliments you, and then like the last one's like takes you in her arms.
in her arms and smothers you in kisses, and I'm like,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, you guys didn't do the compliment one? Ugh.
Affirmation, physical touch.
No, I did the same one for
I don't believe you because you didn't get the same results.
All right. What do you look for in a partner with the 5 love languages?
At least a C cup.
That came from Brad, for all of you that did not know. That did not come out of my mouth to begin with. Okay. All right. So they'll take it. I disagree, though.
D's.
The dams.
D's nuts.
In a bra still makes you gay, bro.
Hey man, 20 bucks is 20
Matt.
bucks.
Did you hear him? He said like Matt. When I see that kind of gets a little bit trickier. You know, okay, let me restart. So when it comes to what I look in somebody, it does get a little bit trickier. But yeah, I want someone to put that same effort. I'm a very touchy, feely kind of person.
You are.
But I'm not necessarily like a PDA guy. Like, I'm not sitting there making out with somebody in public or this, that, and the other. You know, it's like
little bumps, like little like
bumps, touches,
bump
or
arm.
like when I'm near Gianna, if I'm within arm's reach, I will be touching her. You know, whether it's holding hands or my hand on her shoulder or her leg
or on top of her head.
On top of her head, you never know.
Touching her ear.
Pushing it down, it just kind of happens.
Jesus.
But I am a very touchy-feely person, but not in an inappropriate way necessarily.
Yeah.
But that's just how I would prefer, like, it.
You're a prude in public and a pervert in private.
Sure. It's a oddly good way to put that.
It's from I kind of took that from Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie.
Gotcha. So, a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets.
As Luda would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Peace up, A-Town down. But when it comes down to it, yeah, I just want...
When I stomp, you stomp.
No.
Luda. It's another one.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you positive?
I don't...
I'm gonna need you to prove this. But yeah, I mean...
When I stomp?
Yeah. When I stomp, you stomp.
That's it.
That sounds very close to when I dip, you dip.
Hugh dip. Louis dip?
You dip, I dip, we dip.
I like that song.
Don't we all?
But, yeah, I think you're thinking of something else. Buddy.
Oh, Brad? Sorry. Mike? Yeah, he is. But when I'm looking for somebody, yeah, I want someone that is going to pay that back to me. I want someone to be able to claim me. If that makes sense. I mean, it sounds dumb, but in a public place or public forum, I want someone to be able to, you know, say, this is my man. This is my guy right here. And that's what I've kind of found. Were you wrong, Mike?
No, I wasn't wrong, but I wasn't right.
Then you're fucking
You're
wrong.
fucking wrong.
Well, I haven't been able to find it, but I kind of stopped looking.
I'm pretty sure if you search the exact lyric that you said in Luda, it should come up.
Okay, hold on. I may have found it. It's not by Ludacris, but Ludacris is in it.
Yes!
It's Young Buck, T.I., The Game, and Ludacris Stomp. Alright, hold on. There's an ad. This isn't the song.
So you were wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
You're wrong.
It's just not the song.
It's like, when I move, you move.
Just like that?
Might be.
It's not by him.
Alright. So let's just properly outro this, and then we...
Well, are we good where we're at?
I have no idea. I don't even know where we fucking left off at.
We were talking about We were
left
talking
off with physical touch with us.
No, physical touch, and then I said, what do you look for in a partner? And then you said, C's. And then...
I said at least C cups, yes.
Yeah. And then I said, D's nuts. And that's So,
Actually, I'm glad that you remembered that because I didn't.
so
Which is semi a lie, because I don't have to have C caps.
you just need boobs. I think we learned a lot about ourselves. Some of it, I think we don't find true, or maybe that's just me.
Yeah, it's just you.
Okay. Right.
But at the same time, everyone sees things that other people say about themselves they don't see true, and see things in themselves that other people think aren't true.
Yeah. I mean, nobody knows you the
Like
way
you.
you know yourself, but you're also your own worst enemy.
And at the same time, perception is reality.
Nah, I'm my own worst enemy.
If you're not your own worst enemy, then you're doing something wrong.
I mean,
if someone else is a bigger enemy of you than you,
you suck.
you a bitch.
I've met an anti-Brad. I've met a bigger enemy than me.
Who?
His name was Dan.
Dan.
He was
Did
a
he have no
homeschooler.
legs? And was he lieutenant?
Lieutenant Dan. No, he was a homeschooler.
Well, that's
And he was
that's
the
that's all you needed to
nicest
say.
guy I've ever met, too.
All you needed to say was he was a homeschooler. Psh, done.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for listening to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. I've been your host, Mike, with my co-host.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Best Friends Discuss episode. My name is Gage, as a special guest with my host,
Brad.
And Mike.
All right.
Yeah, it's not fun, is it?
And we look forward to you returning to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. Deuces.
Later.
Peace out, Girl Scout.